Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. God, I tell you what, the last couple of days have been hellish, and I mean that in the literal sense of it's been bloody hot. Man, I hope you guys have all been keeping safe where you are. Unprecedented for the UK. I think this is like the hottest temperature on history that we've gone through in the last couple of days. Just below 40 degrees, and it's still bloody hot now, and it's 11 o'clock PM. So I'll give you some idea. Anyway, the studio has cooled down enough for me to risk putting on the old PC and getting this review out to you. So we're looking at Tarzan today on the PS1, or that's the Sony PlayStation for you enthusiasts, or purists, or whatever you want to be called. I remember playing this back on the PS1, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought, it's about time we had another look at a PS1 game, and we don't look at many games engineered for kids. And I'm not saying this is strictly a kids game, because you know what, there's enough of us adults out there that love a bit of a Disney movie. And if it's a playable Disney movie, it's even better. So you start off in the game as young Tarzan. You get these lovely little movie clips to sort of introduce you to the game as well, which is cool. Obviously, I'm just going to talk over the top of them because I'll let you guys go and have a look at this for yourselves. But here we go. So, I'm just checking out the controls here. Alright, so, it's basically one of those games where you have to get from the beginning of the level to the end of the level and collect a load of goodies on the way. So, at any time you see the Turk icon, you can jump up and hit that, and then Turk will come out and he will give you some advice on what to do in the level. Because that's quite cool. In fact, the tutorial on this is actually really nicely done. So instead of just force feeding you bits and pieces on how you do things, Turk will just come along every now and again and explain little bits to you on how you can get past certain bits and pieces and what things do. So that's quite a nice way of doing a tutorial without making it too sort of, you know, your grandma's teaching you how to suck eggs, that kind of thing. So you can see the UI is very sort of compacted actually. You've got your lives in the bottom left hand corner, your life bar. Nope, sorry, that's your life bar. And then you've got your lives in the bottom right hand corner. Now, this game doesn't allow you to jump on enemies' heads, which is one of those games that I think is one of the only games that I've played where that doesn't actually allow you to defeat an enemy. However, you do seem to have an abundance of fruit that you can throw around at them, and you've got two buttons in which you can do that. Now, I will come on to controls shortly, but presentation-wise, this is really nice. They did such a good job on this as well, and Disney were involved from the off, so you know it's going to have the stamp of approval anyway. And the PS1 had some pretty good Disney games, actually. And it's got a fairly big library of Disney games. So we might have a look at some of those down the line. But I wanted to show you Tarzan today because this is one of my favourite Disney games back on the PlayStation. And it works really, really well. So yeah, you can throw fruit underarm and overarm, which is quite cool. Bananas replenish your health bar. And there are certain fruits that you can get that will enhance your health bar to make it longer. I'll try and show you those as we come along. They're like big bulbous fruits, and it'll give you that extra bit of health, which is kind of cool, and it's much needed. So the other thing you've got is the classic spelling out of Tarzan's name, and then you get to do some nice cool bonus stuff with it, which is nice as well. And we'll try and do that and see what happens. So we'll just keep asking Turk for advice. Now, did you see the red fruit that was just hanging up above me there? That's one of those fruits that will extend your health bar. It's always worth picking them up because your health bar does deplete quite quickly as you go through the game, because the enemies get a little bit smarter. My only sort of, it's not a criticism, but it's a bit of a weird one. Why are we throwing fruit at lemurs? What have they ever done wrong? You know, it's one of those weird things where they should be friendly, of course, but evidently not. We need to kill all lemurs. So you've got different enemy types. You've got monkeys. You've got baboons. You've got well, apparently lemurs, and you've got all sorts of different stuff as well. So we're just going to lob a fruit straight up his bum, and there we go. We've got the next letter in our name as well. So apparently everything in this game wants to kill you. So you've got these birds flying around. Now the butterflies are your restart points, or your checkpoints as they would have otherwise be known in other games. You can see there's another letter spinning around in that tree trunk, which we're going to have to try and find a way over to. But I think we can climb up this tree. Yes, we can. So off we go. It's a very good game, actually. Oh, we've got some sort of... Oh, we've got a weapon now. Cool. Okay, so now we are armed and dangerous. Dangerous. So there we go. So we got the tar out of Tarzan. So hopefully we'll be able to figure out the rest. Turk's here again. I think he's explaining here that we get these portrait pictures, and you can collect 4 of them, and you open up a bonus level. It's as simple as that, really. It's worth trying to get them. It just gives you some extra coins and stuff, but it enables you to have a little bit of an extra level to play around with. Now, I'm not promising you I'm going to find all of these, but I will try. And yeah, so here we are. So I always collect the bananas, even if I don't need them. I don't know why I do that. But yeah, there's another thing there. It's like, I don't know what that would be called. But it's just a bit weird that you can't jump on their heads. It actually damages you to do so. So we'll just end up throwing fruit at them. Why not? And the thing is, the enemies are actually quite strategic. Nice to see you. Yeah, the enemies are quite strategically placed. They can become a bit annoying. As you can see, my health bar's taken a drastic hit from that son of a gun. So we're just going to throw fruit up his jacksie, and we will continue. And there's some nicely placed bananas there. Now, you'll see that bananas don't give you a full health buff, but they do help quite a bit. The blue fruits, I'm not sure what they do. He's bloody rolling around. Look, just be hit, will you? Anyway. Baboon again, they don't seem to do a lot, they just seem to stand there menacingly, but just a few lobs of your fruit and they're gone. And there's another piece of your puzzle. Now this guy's friendly, you can jump on this guy and he gives you that he gives you a bit of a buff in the fact you can bounce up really high. I don't know how you get him moving though, maybe you've got to throw fruit at him. Everything seems to be fruit related in this game, and oh, we're going to move. Turn round. Come on, turn round. I want to get that A. Come on. So, yeah, graphically it's very, very good. Definitely identifiable as Tarzan there. And the animations are rather nice as well, which is always a good thing. So sound is... There's some very nice jungly type music. They've actually got the Phil Collins song as well, so that's quite nice. Everything is legit and, you know, fully licensed and all that jazz. And I think that's the really nice thing. So you get the clips from the movie as well. I just didn't see that guy at all. You get the clips from the movie as well. So there you go. If you haven't seen Tarzan, by the way, it's worth a watch. It's quite good. Disney get quite a bit of criticism for being a bit cutesy, but the actual movie is very good. And stars the ever great name of Minnie Driver. So yeah. Music's great. Sound effects are great. In fact, there's not much I can fault on this game, to be quite honest with you. It's very good. But you've got all the sound effects as well. There's this move that Tarzan does where he pounds his fists on the floor. Not quite sure why. I don't know actually what that does. That's not really explained. There's another piece of the puzzle, so we're one short. Okay. You can see here that there's some of the enemies, you can just jump over them. You don't have to kill them. But, you know, the bloodlust is strong in some people. So once you get to the parasol, that is the end of the level, and you can carry on. Or you can go back and play the level again if you so wish, if you want to go back and get that missing piece. But you'll get like a percentage of how much you've done coming up in the next screen, I think. There you go. So we've got 93% of the coins. We've completed 92% of the level. So there we go. So you can save it or you can continue it. And there you go, we've earned a movie clip, which is always nice. There's all the levels. So each one is attributed to the film. And we're going to get another movie clip in a sec. Here we go. And I think it's quite nice. It breaks up the game quite nicely. And it sort of adds to the story. It moves the game along. And you're not sat there bored waiting for the next loading screen. So again, that's a really nice thing. So obviously you start off as young Tarzan. And eventually you will play the adult version. And the game sort of continues like that. So you actually go through Tarzan's life, which is quite cool. Like that a lot. Controls are very nice to get to grips with as well. So being a PlayStation, it's got lots of buttons to play with. So you've got your jump button, you've got your left, right, up and down, obviously. Then you've got your underarm toss of fruit, you've got your overarm, and then you've got your knife slash. You've got like a forward slash, and then you've got a sort of a swing as well. I'll see if we can have a play with that in a bit. Oi, where did you come from, Mr. Pig? Hey, call me Mr. Pig. Bonus points for that Disney movie, guys. And yeah, so everything is really, really nicely done, and it's just very, very smooth. Everything just works incredibly well. The control system's responsive. You don't get any problems with that at all, which is, you know, when it comes to games like this, you do want responsive controls. So, I mean, to get Disney's seal of approval, there, you know, Disney Interactive actually were on board with this anyway. So that's always good. But yeah, I mean, you've got games like Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, and all that kind of stuff. But it was nice that they started doing games like this on the PlayStation, just to sort of push along the series of games that you could play through that system as well. So yeah, just nice for the generations of games that we've got. I'm not very good at this swinging thing, by the way. But yeah, you've got, you can see all the birds as well. So playability, I mean, it's massively playable. So I would definitely recommend having a go. If you've not played Tarzan before, definitely pick up a copy of it somewhere. It shouldn't be too expensive. It's not exactly a rarity. But if you've even played Tarzan, let me know in the comments if you've played Tarzan before. I'd love to hear from you, and just tell me what your thoughts were on the day. I mean, I remember playing The Lion King on the SNES. I mean, that was one of the bloody hardest games I think I've ever played in my life, but I did complete it once. Once was enough, and I never played it again. But I think, I can't remember if I've reviewed it on the channel. I think I might have done, but I can't remember if it was the Mega Drive version or the SNES version. But we'll have a look maybe down the line, and I'll have to put myself back through that hell. And there's a puzzle piece over there. So replay value, yeah, it's got loads of replay value. The fact you can actually save your game onto a memory card at the end of every level, that helps as well, because if you decide you're getting a bit frustrated with it, or you just need a break, save your game at the end of every level, and then you can come back to it and pick up where you left off, which is always another good thing to do. It is only one player, but you know my thoughts. You can make a one player into a multiplayer, just share lives between you, and try and do a fun run through the level, so you can get 100% score on the level. Who can get all the coins? Who can do it fastest? That sort of thing. Challenge yourselves. But yeah, so I like doing stuff like that. You know, that it's nice to have that option to turn a one player into a two player. Here we go. Yeah, that was nice. So all in all, Tarzan gets a massive thumbs up from me, and I hope you've enjoyed the review. I'm going to leave it there for now. But there will be something new coming your way soon. It's all weather dependent at the moment, folks. If it's a bit slow out the gates, then that's why, because my office gets a bit stuffy. So I don't want to break the PC or anything. So yeah, I'll be back very soon with another review for you guys, and I hope you all staying safe in this rather bizarre weather. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll catch you next time. Until then, you just keep on playing, and until next time, my friends. It's bye for now. Bye-bye.
Wow! Yippee! Ah, that's better. Woohoo! Woohoo! Got it! Woohoo!